Hello, my name is Gabriela Garcia, and today I'll be introducing the resource Teaching While White. What is Teaching While White? Teaching While White is a website that educates white teachers how to achieve a anti-racist environment in the classrooms. It has many resources such as articles, blog posts, podcasts, workshops, and even including their own published books. Why I chose Teaching While White? I chose this resource because I have never seen a resource like this before, so I wanted to learn more about it. I have heard many stories about students of color feeling uncomfortable in their school or the classroom due to the discrimination they face because of their race or ethnicity. Remembering these students' experience, I wanted to learn how this resource will help improve their experience in the classroom. What I read. So what I learned from this resource was that on the homepage they have their mission statement, which is like to find the answers to critical questions such as how do teachers who do not understand their own racial impact cause stress for students. This was just one of the many other questions that they're looking for answers for. The advisory board includes people of color to make sure the purpose of this resource doesn't stray away. They audit the work and provide feedback. They also suggest areas for improvement. The resource page of this website contains various articles that help address things such as white fragility and like the definition and what it means, and teaching about indigenous culture and how to incorporate multicultural curriculum into the classroom. They also have different kinds of workshops that white teachers or white people in general can attend in person or online. These workshops have different purposes, as some are to educate teachers on why their bias matters and how it can negatively impact students. Some are to teach white parents to engage in discussions about race and racism with their children. And so technology integration. The website includes podcasts about several different topics, with some of them featuring experts on the topic. The podcast formats make it convenient to learn from, as most of the time teachers don't have the time to just sit down and read an article and educate themselves. But with the podcast, they can listen to it and multitask with other stuff. The workshops they do are also offered online. This can help those who can't make it in person but still want to participate. These technology integration website makes them flexible to be able to include and educate people. This resource can be beneficial to a classroom as it encourages and educates white teachers to incorporate anti-racism strategies into their classroom. White teachers are made to be self-aware of their white privilege and how they can change their outlook so it doesn't affect their students. Applying strategy to classroom. Some of the teaching strategies I learned from the resource was teachers are advised to interrupt any racialized comments made by students, and they should advocate for social justice to students. Another teaching strategy would be to incorporate a curriculum that is anti-racist and multicultural. My opinion on this resource was that I think this resource is really helpful towards white teachers or just white educators in shifting their point of view and learning how their white privilege can affect others. As they learn more about it, they are also educated on how to keep an anti-racist environment in their classroom. The website includes plenty of information to choose and learn from. I would use the resource in my classroom to learn how to avoid any uncomfortable environment for my students of color. Question. One question would be, do they think they should have a section where they also educate white students about the white privilege and things like how to not make their fellow classmates uncomfortable due to their race or ethnicity? My second question would be, what are your thoughts on this resource and how they go about educating white teachers?